Okay, plenty people on the live today. Well, you know how it is go. Is your friendly neighborhood DJ Floops. And just come here to see what is the scene. Where plenty people like, be live and thing. Send some comments there, let me know who watching. Send some, tell me where they're watching from, what country they're from. 41 people. This is DJ Floops page on Buzzer Queen. Good night, everyone. Share the live, let's share the live. Blessed night, Gayatri Sankar, Niram Dauki, how they pronounce that? But yeah, find out looking a little handsome in the picture. This new lighting system real working. Karen Sirjdeo, good evening to you. Shamila Sima Gulcharan from Trinidad, Rosilak, boom. I have a real good story, real good memories of Rosilak. Ushma, Ramuta from, she didn't say. Charles B. Soon, Fort Lauderdale. Well, I know Diana from Guyana, French Guyana. Nadia Melville. There have a lot of ladies on this live. Takarikwa, yeah, I know that. That is Trinidad. Ushma, Ramuta, Niran, Doki. South Africa, I guess that is, what is call it? KwaZulu Natal. Hey, Nivash, let me know if you want to chat, but a long time we have chat. Let me bring him on. Let me see. Where is Bai? Let me speak to me, Bai. From anybody want to talk? Ashok, yes, I know Ashok. Ashok, you was there yesterday. Let me see. Not Ravi Chunilal. Yeah, I want to talk to Diana Job. Hima Prasad from Trinidad. Well, as all you know. Sunti Kayok from Suriname. These Dutch names, very difficult. If you handsome, blame the lighting. Thank you very much, Shamila. Thank you very much, Diana. What am I saying? Yes. Let me see if...
Hey, what's happening?
Long time no see.
Hey, nothing much, man. How you keeping?
Good, actually. Get a new camera set up here now. So
yeah.
Long time we in chat. Where's all the good?
Yeah, everything is good. Everything is well. I've been doing this new ventures of mine. I've actually left my permanent job to start my own business, and then I got caught up with a project that I worked with 11 artists from a few parts of the world and South Africa, because we've got this Hanuman Jayanti coming up. Yeah. So we are going to be launching
the 21st, eh?
The 26th of April. Close. Yeah, so we are
the Hindu calendar for those of us Hindus, and it's like so much observances. I like, because remember all these way.
Yeah.
So let me just get today. For those of you who don't know, this is my boy, not my boy, BHAI.
Bye.
AI, which is Hindi for brother or brother. Say it trend.
Brother.
I'm very interested to hear about your new business. When we was talking, I was I'm real proud of you for doing. We just do our own thing here on chutneysoca.com. You want to talk a little more about that, like exactly what it is?
Okay, so what I actually have been doing for a very, very long time is I was with the delivery services. So I used to deliver parcels to people, people order online e-commerce, it's called here in South Africa. And for those who don't know what e-commerce is, well, it's all over the world. So what had happened was the job that I was doing, I was working for somebody, and they used to push us way further on than our limit. And you know what? Yeah, we had all of those things, but here in South Africa, money talks. The unions have been getting bought off by the employers, and it was hectic. So I decided to just walk out of there. I bought myself a little car, and then I started doing my own deliveries. Now, instead of making somebody else rich, I'm making myself rich. I'm working for myself. I'm doing deliveries.
That kind of thing?
Sorry?
Did you register a company?
No. That will come soon, pretty soon, because you see here in South Africa, what we do is now that I've been dismissed from work, so I'm actually on the system. It'll be shown that I'm unemployed. So what I have been doing was I have been paying towards an unemployment insurance fund. So if I register a business on my name, I won't be entitled to get that. Yes. So I want to collect all of that benefits first, and then I will register the business.
That's actually pretty smart. There's some good guys are getting some good business sense here, you know, because right, government, you need to get back all the
Yeah.
money. If it's like
Yeah. Yeah.
any
Yeah.
government, you know, they do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I think
People have done it. People have done it before, and they got fined because what's the use of collecting unemployment money, but you got your own business that is registered in your name. So they're getting caught out and you're getting fined. So I don't want that to happen to me. I'd rather just collect everything one time, just save it and save it and save it and save it. I can use that same money to register a business or renew some parts in the car, or better my son's future. I need to put something for him as
how
well.
old is your son?
He's gonna be 16 this year.
Right, in 2 years he'll be able to work in the
Yeah, 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 yeah.
The scalability of delivery is high. Actually, I was reading I read a lot of cases. I think it was FedEx, so one of these delivery companies. It was just two brothers, and is it Purely? One of them. It was just two brothers. They used to ride bicycle and go and deliver stuff, and then after now it's about like a multi-billion FedEx.
Yeah.
I think it's FedEx. So when it started, similarly with me, right?
Yeah.
ChutneyMusic.com that I worked in for 12, because I was like going through this this kind of stupid, like the management at the company I was in was could I make you cry?
Yeah.
So I said,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this thing. That is why when they tell me open a new business, yeah, go for it. You don't wanna be an old man and making somebody,
Exactly. Yeah. I see
but-
Russell is here. Russell is online there. Big up, Russell.
Yeah, man, Russell. One thing about Russell, I tell you, the man is a die-hard supporter.
Yeah.
Like I will go if I were to go on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or wherever, he would come. He would come and watch every single live.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
going on with Indian Mix Worldwide, boy?
Sorry?
What's going on with Indian Mix Worldwide?
Indian music worldwide.
Music, sorry.
There's posts being shared there every single day. Obviously we actually monitoring now because a lot of people are asking to come onto the group, but like they don't want to share anything. People that are non-Indian, they want to come on there, and then they want to. The other day I blocked one person off because they just came on to check what's happening, and on every post they were kind of like talking negative comments and things like that, So when I went onto the profile, I actually viewed the profile, and then in Facebook now you got to register you got to have a phone number there as well,
Right.
So when I clicked on that phone number, I've got a thing called a true caller identity thingy on my phone. When I clicked on that, I saw the person's name. I was like totally shocked, because this person is from another group, and sometimes people are getting jealous when they see another group that's rising up to the skies, So what she did was she came onto our group as a different person and thought that we wouldn't have known.
Like a fake profile.
And I blocked her out because you can't do that, man. We're just trying to keep our culture alive, just like chutneymusic.com. We've been sharing all your stuff as well on our group.
Thank you very much.
And
I wanted to just
we get in there.
Right? If you remember, like in my group, music.com group, said broom time and thing. Now that that thing you tell me just now there is the same reason why we used to do broom time. Because we look at a certain caliber follower. We don't just want somebody who just come in and just lahing as you know what that.
No, I understand what it is, because if you look at the WhatsApp chat that we had, it went off because of the same thing.
Yeah.
People have been on the chat. There was no interaction. There was no commenting. They weren't sharing anything on it. They just wanted to be there for the content.
You know what was real? Like even I asked Nicola sometimes, I say, why did this get vexed when they removed them? They wasn't doing anything.
I have no idea. And even though we explained to them why we are taking everybody off here, they're still getting angry and they're still inboxing and talking nonsense. I actually had a very, very heated argument with one of the artists from South Africa. And he was interviewed by about 3 radio stations from Trinidad, right? After being interviewed there, and then they played his song, he claims that he is of international. He says on his poster it's got the internationally acclaimed. Now you don't be internationally acclaimed when you get, like, you just say DJ Floops has interviewed Santosh and is showcasing my music.
No, you international.
So it doesn't mean that I'm internationally acclaimed now. internationally acclaimed means that if I come to your country and if I do a show there, even if it's one show, then I can claim that I am internationally acclaimed. You know what I'm saying?
No, but technically what he's saying is true because South Africa is not a stone
Yeah.
cross, so he is an international Trinidad international list. You would think that an international artist will be in several places.
Yes. Yes.
So I wouldn't lie, it's the South African artists, Guyanese artists, Trinidadian, all of them same. I told you this already. Same thing.
Same.
Same thing.
All
Like,
same. But there's nothing we can do. We're gonna just go with the flow, ne?
yeah. That is why you see I very I like water, you know. I take command.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't give a shit. That is what I try to say. I don't really beat up, you know. I don't really.
Yeah.
A lot of people try to get under my skin, for anybody who try to get under, this is my default reaction to anything, whether it be music or this, whatever. I be like, and I like, that's it. I done with that. I don't spare them my minds. And you know, I know you're a very pro-Indian person. I had to ask you this question. You don't find Indian people is real cut up each other?
Real?
Huh?
Wait, repeat what you said?
Okay, I said that I know you are very pro-India.
Yeah.
But they don't find Indian to cut up each other a lot and honestly.
Let me tell you something. In South Africa, Indians are cutting Indians like crazy.
That's why I say
they are cutting.
Before you continue, let me just give you this example. May out some people, Ishwar Chatagoon, where Russell saying true, I saying Ryan.
Yeah.
Big up, thanks for the 2 videos. Long time me hear from you, Ryan. Don't worry. We was talking about cutting up, right?
Cutting up Indian.
So people in Trinidad back in 2018, 2019, when I used to do Floops and Friends.
Yeah, I remember that.
Plenty of that is something used to toot from what I used to. And we have a saying, if the cap fit, wear it, or if it fit in the garden, pick it up.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about anybody in particular, and people still tooting from. I can't even remember why I say they just tooting for that, right? And it have people telling them worse than that. They don't take it on. Remember that one.
Yeah.
And I just be like, wait, all right, cool, man. I move on. Yeah, go ahead with your story.
Well, over here it's like, let's just say, for instance, right? So let's just say I did a song, right? And then I email it to chutneymusic.com. And then administrators from at chutneymusic.com goes and post it all over social media. Then you must find that one Indian person you must find. They will start posting crap about me all over social media. Or what he thinks he is. He thinks he's a superstar. He's like this or he's like that. Oh, God, I tell you. And then everybody will tend to follow the person that has the most negative comments. So that's how Indian people cut Indian people up here. Yeah. And then another thing is, you know, when you, most of the places here, they call it the kitchen door neighbor, you know. The kitchen door neighbor is the one that's the instigator. So that person, Mako, yeah. Kitchen door neighbor is the one who will talk about the third door person by the first door and the first door person by the third door. And in between, they just keep the friendship going. But the other two are fighting now.
Right. Because they're bringing on carrying news. That is all over the world.
Everywhere.
Guyanese call it talking name, meaning that you talk like you say Nivash by Floops. He feel like a comedian, eh? He always talking shit here on professional, blah blah blah. That's a night Gianna sing, Russell is saying they like CNN.
Yeah, CNN.
But I want to raise a point in Nivash, right? South Africa, they're talking him bad, no, not you. They're talking people name bad. It always have the track haters, whatever. Dave Ram, good. That's Ram. Okay, Dave. Good.
Yeah, Ram. Good night, everybody. Well, in South Africa, it's actually good morning.
Well, morning, yeah. It's like what? 1:32?
2:30. Sorry, 1:32. 1:32.
Yeah. And yeah, Abdul, good evening and bless her, good night. Hey, Peggy, what going on? We was now talking about Guyana just now. Right. So I was making that point, right? It always has somebody who don't like you. Even with myself, most of the people who they hear something, because plenty people don't don't know me. Yes, I'd be on different mediums talking. I don't be talking my pussy thing. If you notice, but even with you, I don't talk my personal thing. And I wouldn't even ask you your personal thing on the new business venture. If you didn't tell me that, I would have never known.
Yeah, yeah.
So the point I'm trying to make, if it always have people, especially on Facebook, for example, always give you these haters fuel. Oh, this one I like it, but I don't know all here. You know, blah 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 blah. Haters. And all they're watching, all they're gassing up people, they will start to do more. They will feel what they will not. I would say or not that you
Yeah,
giving them that ear. But when they move like me now, and go on to your
yeah,
thing, they will leave you alone.
yeah.
They will leave
You
you
know
alone.
what they fail to realize, right? Is that if 10 different people are hating me and are talking bad about me,
Mm.
so what do you think I do? Whenever I see any of their posts, that's like they're trying to say something about me, something bad about me. I go and I love those posts. I love it and I share it
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, they're making me important in their lives.
Ah, that's good.
They're not important in their lives.
Let's say hello to
I'm
this
important in their
person.
lives.
Sunita Bridge Mohan Fagu. Blessed night to and morning to you all. Thank you very much, Sunita.
Thank you, thank you. Morning, Sunita.
Life's so short. I don't know if you're following the St. Vincent. People, 30,000 people had to evacuate a
Well,
volcano. And you worrying about if this person don't like you, brother. You know when you start to leave your house and go on a boat
hey,
with a pillow and touchy bag of clothes, people perspective real. Like honestly, I really can't. I don't care. You know what and we come back to the WhatsApp. You know what the WhatsApp group was really? It was really to people and see who we could get. And from people, it went down to about 10.
147.
Yeah,
From
147
147,
went to
it
90.
went more down.
Angeli, hold on there. We'll chat a little bit after about your budget. Yeah, thinking about starting back coming and talking every day around 7 o'clock. I'm not too sure what's like the. Well, let me know in the comment what's the best time. I used to do it at 7 every
Yeah.
day. Come and talk a little half. Because dread, this COVID thing is real. This
Hey,
COVID thing, whoa.
COVID, huh? You know what? I am a survivor of COVID.
Hmm,
I know what it felt like.
hmm.
This is my bed. I'm on my bed. I was lying on this bed, lifeless for 4 days. For 4 days, I was lifeless on this bed.
Yeah, we just entered, well, I'm glad you got to. We just entered
Mm.
like a 1 month stay at home order. And it's like, this country, not that I'm hungry, this country can abort.
Yeah,
Because if I was in Trinidad, I'd be all over dog.
yeah,
But here it's a little boring for me right now. Like, I actually look forward to dropping my soda. I said to you how bored I've been.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Now stay at home. Hey, this COVID real dread boy.
yeah. This thing is real.
How South Africa doing with the COVID?
It's terrible, terrible.
That's crazy.
But you know what's the worst thing? What's the worst thing is that our president here, he's not closing what he's supposed to close, and he's opening what's supposed to stay closed.
In terms of like what?
International travel, national traveling.
This open right now?
Yeah, we had. I'm going to share a video. I'm going to actually email you the video. I'm going to email you the video on chutneymusic.com. We had a South African artist. He's a living legend. He's a Bhojpuri artist, right? He was invited by India to sing his new track in India, Bhojpuri track. So I got that video, and he went to India. And then there were so many other people who were formerly from South Africa but married and moved over like to India and wherever else in the world. They're all gone back home now. You know, people from our South Africans from like they went up to Italy and France and what have you. They got back home. They came back home. You know, from England. You know, there's travel between England and South Africa, between Dubai and.
You sure it's the
Yeah.
international travel that causing the COVID?
The international is actually what it is like from South Africa they're going back home, and from there they're coming back home. Yeah, it's not like to go on vacation or holiday or whatever, you know. But still, I mean, like, look at our artist from South Africa. He went to India, and India is on, I think, level 2 lockdown, and things are getting from bad to worse in India, you know. But he went because of the country. He went because of our culture. He went because he was personally invited by them. He agreed upon it. And if you see all his videos, like when he arrived there, all the safety measures was in place, all the safety precautions, which was a good thing, you know. Imagine now for a South African artist to be invited to go overseas, you know, to showcase his latest track, especially on a Bhojpuri show. it was tops. But we look at international travel, national travel. We're looking at the numbers of the COVID infections. It's hectic. South Africa is hectic, and for the Easter, everything was open for the Easter. And you must know in South Africa,
Trinidad, the borders closed. Canada, the borders are closed, and the
yeah.
cases still to close school here in Canada, and I see them party normal.
Yeah. Even here, in South Africa, people are partying like normal. And right now, my brother is gone out. He's partying like normal.
No, you see,
And
honestly, I can understand because after a year and more, this thing, you just reach a point where your father dead.
yeah. Life goes on.
I honestly very close to that. I very, very close to that. Yeah, but you see the charge part, I can't handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, getting sick and think money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Here in South Africa, if you are caught on the road between 12 a.m. and 4 a.m. every morning, you could get locked up and pay a terrible fine because we got this curfew times that's on. So the curfew time is between 12 and, if I'm not mistaken, it's 4, but I think it's 5 as well, one of those two. But they made it such that, like we've got like shift workers, night shift and day shift workers. So for them to travel now, they got to travel sometimes after 12, So our government did give them a bit of...
Do you have a permit?
Yeah. No, all the workers got permits. Everybody, you must have a permit to be on the road at that time, And like with our schools here, our schools have opened up. They have, with the surnames now of each student. So there's 26 letters, right? So the first 13 letters, like mine is Harrilal. So my son will be like the first. So it's like 1 week in for the first 13, and then the second week they out, and then the second 13 comes in, So they keep on alternating a week in, a week out. And they're losing out on a lot of, schoolwork. Our education system here now is like gone down. Terrible. Our unemployment rate is hectic. It is low at the lowest.
How is the crime?
Crime never ever changed. It's still the same.
But then go higher.
It went higher. The crime went higher. What's happening is for every time there's like a occasion, like it was Easter, a public holiday. So what our government does is they close all the bottle stores, alcohol, where they sell alcohol and stuff like that, is all closed, is shut. So they're not allowed to sell. Otherwise, they're going to be fined and probably closed down. So what these people are doing now, especially these people from the informal settlements, they go hire a vehicle and they go and bust the door open and they go in and they help themselves. It's like a very petty thing though, but it's still a crime, And just
go ahead.
I was just saying, just the other day there was a post on Facebook on one of the groups that I am on, the awareness groups, crime groups. So there was this guy, and he's driving a van, that doesn't have a canopy. So he pulls up into his yard, and he's got his somebody that was there with him, probably his employee. And the employee, they just stopped, and then the van is not worth much. But the people who came was driving a Mercedes Benz. That looks like a 1.2 million rand car, 1.2 million rand is big money here in South Africa, right?
How much US is it?
They stopped the car. 2 people walked out with the guns. They took those 2 guys from the van. They shoved them in the boot of the Mercedes, and they took his van and they drove off with them in the boot of the Mercedes and the van. Okay, if you want to rob somebody of something, take it and go, leave them, Don't take them and go. Probably just throw them one side, don't hurt them or anything. But as I say, which place nowadays is safe? Which place is safe to stay in? There's no place safe now. The crime is everywhere.
Canada is much thing. US on the other hand, that is that.
Hey, have you been seeing those videos in the US about the cops, what they're doing to the non-white people?
Yeah.
There's a lot of racism.
Me being a brown person and a white person, say white, in a Caucasian neighborhood, I be scared. Not scared like real. Oh, that people still talking way, Papa.
Hey, Nico, how are you? 1.2 million rand is like 82,000 US dollars. No, man. I think $1 is for us. It's 17 rand 50. I think
17
somewhere around there.
1 US.
17 of our money, 17 rand or 18 rands like that is equivalent to $1.
$1.
Yeah.
Trinidad doing good. We $7, 7 to 1.
Yeah.
Big
You
up.
see our economy. Oh, he Googled it.
That's good. Yeah,
Yeah, our economy is gone down, down, down.
But like, what is
Okay, this.
the economy based
Yeah,
on? Because we are oil rich and we have a million banks in Trinidad.
yeah.
South Africa has.
Hey, South Africa doesn't have not. I don't think they have much. It's like we've got our oil places here. We buy. I think we're buying from America, and we manufacture fuel. That's your normal. We call it petrol. You'll call it gas up there, and diesel. We also manufacture diesel here as well. But you know, it's a funny thing, Floops, is that we are actually supplying our neighboring countries in Africa, right? But yet, if you go to them and you fill up your tank by them, it's actually cheaper than what South Africa sells to South Africans. How's that?
Naresh Ramdas, good evening to you.
Hi, Naresh. Yeah.
But the same thing with Trinidad, right? We actually produce the highest grade aviation fuel down to, and we export all the best, what is called that time by way API? Something. Octane, right? Octane.
Octane.
Yeah, export the best and we buy the cheap Russian tutu and
Yeah.
that is like everywhere. See, it makes sense, eh? If I could sell something
Yeah.
for $40 and dollars for domestic use, that you're making at least for me.
Yeah, yeah. Like but here, I mean, since the economy has went low, I think our economy is like at rock bottom now. So ever since that, and now that the country wants to come up now, they have raised the prices of the fuel. They have raised the prices of the electricity. They have raised the prices of our rates and taxes. They have raised the prices of our water and sanitation. I tell you, everything has just gone sky high. And can you imagine this? The unemployment rate is also gone sky high. I mean, how are those people going to survive? They got no jobs.
But it's not really it's the economy, right? It's not really them catering. What happened is they're having bad spend in the economy, which is drive up inflation, right? So we're talking about So when government want to, and actually the most guilty about spending the usually are not consumers, but they go and tax consumers more to get revenue. Who's stripping us with it? And then that is why you say it's what $17. Ice oil might slide down to about 20.
Nicholas says that it's the same thing in Trinidad.
Yeah, because we at one point in time, Trinidad, if I'm not mistaken, you either 1-1 to US or 4-1.
That's how South Africa was. 20 years ago, we could go on a holiday and not find we would not get a pinch, you know. To the US, 20 years or probably 25 years ago, we were about 3.5 to about max. It went to 7, and to the pound, and that time it was about 9.5, 10 max. Now the pound is 22.
The pound is real garbage.
Yeah.
I don't know these guys and them. I think it's really up to the government. Trinidad that is very true.
Yes.
Could have been a mini Dubai because we do.
That's true.
We have everything. Even when I tell my wife when I came here, I say Trinidad not far behind from, and this is what they call our.
Yeah.
We honestly not far behind because we had Netflix, all these kind of things, welfare, that subsidized fuel, and Trinidad is the bomb diggity.
Bomb diggity. So so to talk about music, right? So I mentioned to you on WhatsApp about the project that I was working on, right? And on this live, I want to say, thank you so much for your support.
As you mentioned that I saw one of the old videos that you sent that actually getting some decent views on the YouTube channel. Remember I told you the South Africa right now, the views are kind of low, and the real South Africans, those who will watch over this podcast, because they get all kind of knowledge here. Music knowledge, country knowledge, economics knowledge,
business knowledge,
motivation. South Africans all they really not supporting all them as much as all they love Bollywood. Because Trinidad is one of the worst at supporting their own music, and Trinidadians support their music 20,000 times more than South Africans in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. That's the reason why.
Ghanaians, they love it, and they love everybody,
Yeah. Do you know on our project I had 2 Trinidadian singers.
Navin?
Navin and what's her name? Sangeeta.
Hari Prasad.
Sangeeta Raghubar.
Oh, right. Okay. Boom, Sangeeta.
Yeah.
Actually,
I had
yesterday spoke to
yeah, and then I had Mala Hariprasad from Canada. I had Pandit Neeldev Prasad from Florida. I had Karishma Gangua from Mauritius,
Hey,
and I
I
had
was thinking
Vanida.
about that. You know, one thing we never do, I realize it have a lot of people in Australia that we could
Yes,
have too. And I never really cracked. Now and then I see them popping up, but I never really crack into that market. The Fijians, I think we did pretty well there. The
yeah.
Mauritanians, not so much. But
The
Fiji,
Fijians is playing. They doing music like Trinidad now.
yeah,
They're doing
see
like how
that.
you know Trinidad traditional chutney. Their style now is like evolving to Trinidad traditional chutney.
Because some of them even
Hmm.
crack, yeah, yes, in my YouTube channel, my personal YouTube channel, booming right, DJ Floops channel.
Yeah,
Some of them coming on, have a Rakesh Shankaran mix, and
yeah,
they saying that Fijians that hey, this song just like our music. So they have something called
yeah, yeah,
Sega, which is song
yeah, yeah,
kind of like what Sundar used to sing back in yeah.
yeah,
So that is why. So the Mauritians, the people in New Zealand and Australia, also Australia, I feel all those places are on top. A lot of untapped. These look at South Africa. Stefan Mahabir saying good night, DJ Flus. It's been a while. Don't worry, Stefan. I think I'm gonna be coming on regularly since I get my little like looking decent. Not. I just sit down and I rock back there.
mm-hmm.
We had to kind of explore them because Chutney.
Yeah,
I foresee Chutney blowing. I would even say as big as
yeah, yeah.
well do
But
well.
if you look at the countries in the Caribbean
Hmm.
and America, Canada, chutney is huge there. Chutney is
No, but you
huge.
see, it's basically the problem with that. Being big in North America, US and Canada, is mostly Western people from the Caribbean who might, but you
Mm-hmm.
are descendant of India and not from the Caribbean, and you like church. So it's
Yeah, I love it.
people like you show that it have a target market. That's why doing a show in all the huts, in my opinion, is not way to develop. If you throw a as I was telling you, South Africa, as a means of developing, I think that is where South Africa are showing Mauritius that them is not hard thing, but
Yeah, yeah.
right?
You can have it.
Only
We can
88.
just keep quiet about that and let it happen.
Actually, I already start with the ground. Just
Yeah,
I'm at that time. I have you know me, I do my research. Do a lot of
yeah.
the blueprint and thing.
But what a lot of people like about you is that in on the outers there you're doing your work,
Mm.
right? But when you bring it in, it's a surprise to everybody, and that's what everybody likes.
Yeah, but I be telling them, I be always telling them what I'm going to do. I don't know,
Yeah,
like, that's so true. Because, like, when I tell them, you need platform, you're gonna go crazy viral, and you're gonna like it, and they're like, yeah. And then when chutneymusic.com just went, boo! They were like, what? You know? Simple, man. Once you do your research,
yeah,
even in
yeah,
the
yeah,
business, once you do your research, strategize like me and Nicholas, literally every day, fucking some kind of
yeah,
how to go, who to partner with, who to slack off.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that is why it benefits from a lot of visa time because we are
yeah,
very strategic with our moves. Fame and influence. You can be famous and
yeah,
you can
yeah.
be lesser known with plenty.
Mm.
Anyway, boy, we talk for like nearly an hour.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be here tomorrow. I'll chat a little
No
bit
problem, no
deeper.
problem.
So
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been your host with the most, DJ
Ah,
Floops, signing out.
and it's been Nivash Santosh Harrilal signing out.
Yeah.